Okay, I've had to give up on the idea of having a completely vertical down pipe because as the water was coming down, as it was going into the sump, it was just making too much noise because of the force of the water coming down it. Instead, what I've done is I've gone and got some of this and replaced it with a length of this flexible pipe, and because it's got a slight curve in it, I found that as the water was coming down, it was kind of losing a bit of momentum and it was almost totally silent. So I'm going with this instead of this. So as you can see, it fits quite well, with the added benefit of it being flexible. So when I'm doing maintenance on the sump, I'm actually just able to move it out of the way. Okay, I've also decided to do a bit of aquascaping. I've decided to go for half live rock and half dry rock, so it allows me to be able to start building a structure to begin with at the back of the tank. So basically what I've been doing is taking pieces of rock and putting them together in shapes. So using any type of two-part epoxy putty, you can basically put these together. You put a bit of putty in there to seal them together, and you're actually able to, using various pieces and various sizes, make some quite interesting shaped rocks. Okay, so this is two of the rocks that I've made. You can see I've tried to make them freestanding, tried to make them with as interesting shapes as possible. You can see areas where the putty is that I've used there to fix the rocks together and make them one lump. Also, what I've done in areas where the putty is, I've also kind of stabbed it with a pen so that it actually makes it mottled and tries to match the rock that's around about it. In the short term, it'll get covered with coralline algae, and of course long term corals will cover it, and you won't be able to see them. Tried to make ledges here for corals to go on, and anemones, and also the idea with them being freestanding and kind of tower-like like that is that hopefully the fish will be able to swim around them as well. Okay, I've just tipped one of these on its back so that you can see the underside of it, and what I've done to try and make it as stable as possible. You can see here that this is actually quite flat. That's not natural. I've actually cut through it with a saw, just an ordinary wood saw. It actually goes through quite easily, and that's given this one and the other one quite a stable base by doing that on the rock that sits at the very bottom of the stack. Okay, so this is what they look like in the tank there. Obviously freestanding means that they're not touching the back glass, gives plenty of room for the fish to be able to swim around them, and also it means that I can keep the back glass there clear of coralline algae. There's also plenty of room, as you can see, at the base of the tank there for the live rock, and for me to partially stack that up that back wall there. Okay, so that's the tank so far. The next step will be building the sump.